popping in. I'm going to introduce you to our lovely hostess here. Kimberly Bazemore she's an esthetician and has been on the EC for a while, which I found out earlier. She is the training director. She has a BA in psychology from Washington and Lee University. She's been a licensed esthetician since 2005. She is also a fellow Sodesco diplomat, which I love. She's also NCEA certified, which is amazing. She is a Journey Diploma recipient in beauty, character, and theater makeup from Makeup Designery New York City as well. So lovely credentials. So welcome, Kimberly.
All right. Thank you so much, Sheri. And thank you everyone for joining us today. We're going to have an exciting webinar in store for you. I'm just going to actually set up the presentation and share my screen so we can get started. Okay, so as Sheri mentioned, my name is Kimberly Bazemore. I am the training director with EmerginC, and I've actually been with EmerginC for about 11 years. I'm not new to using the products because I've actually been working with them as an esthetician for about 13 years now. And so for me with this product, this is a great line, a beautiful brand. We will go over the brand presentation and just the core of who we are. I would say over the years that I've worked with so many different skincare companies and brands, EmerginC has been one of the tops as far as performance with myself as an esthetician and other fellow estheticians because the ingredients speak for themselves, but also the company itself is something that's unique and always forward driven when it comes to having high performance ingredients as well as skincare and sustainable practices. Our CEO and founder, his name is Ian Lehrman. He actually started EmerginC back in 1996 with one product, which is our vitamin C serum, which today is one of our top sellers. Is one of the best vitamin C's on the market. Why? I will explain later. With the quality ingredients that we have in our vitamin C, one product became two became three. Now we have over 75 products for professional and retail to cover all different skin types and skincare concerns. And so we drive ourselves on the core values of having quality ingredients. Our service, our customer service, just by far is top level, 5-star service. The culture, we practice what we preach when it comes to just the culture of who we are with EmerginC and just being a leader when it comes to sustainability and just practices. So as I mentioned about us is that we began in 1996. We are a New York-based company and we also manufacture here in the US as well. We work with some of the top chemists with our production team to deliver so many clinically proven high performance ingredients that you can see differences in the skin and skin type that you have. With being as far as the top, we are a niche brand. You won't find us everywhere, but we are at the top places around the globe. We have had an amazing partnership with Miracle for over 14 years now. We are with some of the top properties as far as hotels, 5-star resorts around the world, as well as key level as far as salons and spas, and the products speak for themselves. A lot of times, a lot of word of mouth gets around with estheticians and spa directors and owners who fall in love with the products and using them and take us along with that journey. Who is EmerginC for? We always like to say, people always think of EmerginC as like, who is the product for? EmerginC is actually for everyone. I always like to say, we have something for everyone, all age brackets, where you're from the youngest of youngest, starting off with your skincare regimen to the most glorious and forever young, as we like to say, with all of our ladies of all different age brackets, because we have product ranges for ages 20 all the way and above that fit everyone's different lifestyle. So if you want something simple, we have something that's definitely more of a sleeker, streamlined as far as skincare regimens, to people who want something a little bit more to deliver excellent results to their skin type and their skincare concern. With the EmerginC, we have 3 different, as far as collections that we like to say with them. We have our signature range, which we'll go over. Our signature range is the broadest of our product ranges that we have, about 36 retail, about 30 professional products, and we have more high performance ingredients to cover different skin types and skincare concerns. So with the signature range, we will find more cosmeceuticals target specific for whether it's breakout concerns all the way to anti-aging concerns. And it's just a broader category of products that we have that covers different skin concerns. And with that, we have in the signature range like micro collections. And the micro collections, which you'll notice even with the packages that we custom created for Esthetician Connection, they are targeted for skin conditions. And so we have a beautiful range of dynamic multitaskers for all different skin types. With our dynamic multitaskers, we call them our hero top sellers, because if you just pop one product into your skincare regimen, you'll see huge differences in that skin type and skincare concern. We also have a wonderful radiance and brightening collection for people who have pigmentation concerns. We have intensive age fighters for people who want something more target specific with our amazing plant stem cells and peptide technology that we'll cover and address in this class. We also have a gentle and effective range for your clients as well. That's for more sensitive skin, even dry skin, and clarify and balance, which is great for more of your oily and acneic skin types. So as you can see with the signature range, they're subcategorized based on the condition that you want to address with your clients. We also have our second collection that I want to cover, which is our scientific organics. And this is by far one of the best organic ranges out there that bridges science behind cosmeceuticals, because the knockoff has been over the years that organic ingredients are wonderful and great, but you don't see huge differences in that skin type and skincare concern. So with the scientific organics, we use a minimum of 70% organic ingredients in every single product, so that 30% or less gives us leeway to do amazing active ingredients and cosmeceutical technology of plant stem cells. We also have a beautiful rice-derived peptide in there, natural food acids, all of these amazing, unique, creative things to really help address the skin. It's more of a streamlined as far as regimen based on skin types, and everyone just, if you have one product in the organic range, you'll definitely see differences as far as in that skin type and skincare concern. The newest range that was actually launched back in 2017 is our raw ceuticals, and we call it the raw evolution just because we have bridged something back even in 2017 of creating cold press chemistry in skincare. And that cold press was actually something that our CEO and founder coined, which was very creative and very unique, of having that cold press chemistry, of having raw materials, ingredients derived and manufactured and sourced from its most natural state into production, so you can see differences in that skin. So with the raw ceutical range, we love it because it's hand batched in small batches. Nothing's heated or batched above 120 degrees, just to maintain the efficacy of those ingredients in the products. We call the raw ceuticals, it's actually our anti-pollution range, and that is a really beautiful one to help detox and purify the skin of anti-pollution, but really bringing in beautiful cold pressed seed oils. We have hemp seed, we have CBD in there, marula oil, all of these beautiful cold pressed ingredients to help with really repair and protecting the skin against environmental damage. I always like to say it's all about results. And as an esthetician, I've always been one of those who I love to see results in a room, whether it's from one treatment or a series of treatments. On your screen above, this is like a before and after of an acne client that was worked on less than a year, and just using EmerginC with our treatment protocols and getting your clients on an active routine that's regimen, that's really routine, everyday consistency. Consistency is the key. So as you can see on your screen, that was actually from one of our lovely accounts with the acne clients they had. And then the bottom screen was actually a Swift Lift Peptide Firming facial that I performed. And that was actually after one treatment. And you can see just the before and after visible results of infusing amazing hyaluronic acid, collagen stimulating peptides in there, really great peels in there. You can see just differences, and we have something for everyone. And so what we'll do now is that we'll actually go over and cover more of the ingredients and things that make us unique with EmerginC. So the great thing that I love over the years is that EmergenC was actually one of the first skincare companies to take out the parabens back in the 90s. So one of the product highlights is that, of course, we're no parabens at all. We're GMO free. We naturally and ethically source whatever possible raw materials in our products. There's no animal testing. There's no animal derivatives. So can you say that we're vegan friendly? Yes, we are a vegan friendly line. And as you can see, there's no petrolatum. There's no synthetic fragrances or phthalates or chemical sunscreens. Our sunscreens, by the way, have been a top seller for people, even if they're used another skincare line, they always go back to using and purchasing our physical sunscreens because they glide on the skin so beautifully with zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. And we don't have any harsh surfactants. We will go over surfactants as a whole as a cleansing agent, which we sure we know of. But one thing that's unique with EmergenC is the type of surfactants that we use in our formulation. With formulations, just to review, there's always the base ingredients and then there's always the active ingredients. So your base ingredients usually make up about 70 to 80% of a cosmeceutical in formulation, but they're still important even because they actually are the ones that actually helps to enhance the benefits of an active ingredient. So an active ingredient can only do but so much if their base ingredient is not the world as far as creative. So we have combination of formulations with our products. If you know ingredients and you see a full ingredient listing of EmergenC, you can see just the care and just the sophistication of science of how the ingredients are paired in that product to deliver the results that it needs, because everyone can have a peptide, everyone can have vitamin C, but it's unique with us is because not only do we have those active ingredients, but our other ingredients as far as base ingredients help to enhance the performance. And so active ingredients are usually about 20 to 30% of a formulation just because they are so highly concentrated, and also just with clinical trials and studies that may have been like 2% or 3% of an active ingredient that you see differences, and that's what you need for sustainability and just to work with a formulation. So key formulated ingredients that EmergenC has, we have beautiful and wonderful naturally derived humectants and emollients. Just to review, with skin conditioners, and those are what those are called, they're pretty much water-loving ingredients that help to really soothe and soften and moisturize the skin and actually help prevent water loss. Water loss is just a key component of where you see a lot of times people's barrier function has been broken. Also, you see first signs of fine lines and wrinkles, dehydration, whether it's sensitivity, and even people who are oily acneic, they still need good humectants and balancers to help balance that water and help to protect that natural barrier function in the skin. And so with us, we use some of the great as far as natural humectants and emollients and vegetable-derived glycerin and different things derived from plants and nature to help lock and seal water into the skin to help restore the skin's natural moisture balance. Key thing with us is the surfactants, which I mentioned. Surfactants, for those of you who aren't aware, but I'm sure most of you know, those are what gives that suds and that cleansing agent capability to a cleanser. So surfactants help to remove dirt and debris and environmental pollution off the skin. The great thing with EmergenC, with all of our cleansers, is that they are plant and coconut derived to help maintain the pH and gently cleanse the skin without stripping the skin of its natural oil. So sometimes, I'm sure some of you heard your clients say that, oh, I use a cleanser or I use a facial bar and it just, you know what, my skin feels like it's really tight, dry, and itchy after. Well, that could be the type of cleansing agents that are in that actual cleanser. So we want to make sure that you're subscribing something, definitely for EmergenC, that is going to help with removing the dirt and debris off the skin without compromising the skin's natural barrier and function. We also have key formulated active ingredients, which include our antioxidants, our plant stem cells, our peptides, and botanical oils. And we won't go over everything in specific detail, but if you have any questions, you can always feel free to follow up with us as far as like learning more about EmerginC. But some of the things that we really want to cover are our unique clinically studied actives, which some of you may not have heard of, and some of you may have heard of. And if you haven't heard of them, I'm so glad you're attending this, because this is something that you really want to consider and think about addressing when it comes to your client's regimen at home. So antioxidants that EmerginC uses, we know with antioxidants that they're compounds that help to prevent and repair oxidation and free radical damage of the cell. But key things that we have with EmerginC is that we have our vitamin C, which is called our Stacy 50, which is our form of sodium ascorbyl phosphate, which we'll get into detail briefly in a little bit. We also have vitamin E, we use retinol. Astaxanthin is really new to a lot of people. We have astaxanthin in our scientific organics, and it is by far one of the high performance as far as antioxidants, even more powerful than vitamin C and E and coenzyme Q10 against sun damage. Astaxanthin, we derive ours from a blue-green algae source that's really nice to incorporate in skincare routine to help with the sun damage and also fine lines and wrinkles and just help with brightening the skin. The natural tea extracts that we use in formulation also have antioxidants in there, as well as our wonderful plant seed oils and plant extracts as well. So we have so many great things derived from that nature and that natural source that's really great to be effective when it comes to antioxidant properties. One of the key things that we have with EmerginC is our vitamin C is what we're known for. And with EmerginC, we use 3 types of active lipid and water-soluble vitamin C. And one of them includes our Stacy 50, which is our form of sodium ascorbyl phosphate, which you can find in our vitamin C serum. And why is it that this one is just so unique and different? Because it has so many wonderful clinical studies on this type of sodium ascorbyl phosphate of helping to not only be a tyrosinase enzyme inhibitor to prevent excess melanin production, but it's also great because it's clinically shown to help reduce P. acne colony bacteria on the skin. There's a study that actually the Stacy 50 against benzoyl peroxide, and it has the benefits of killing acne bacteria like a benzoyl peroxide would do without the risk of irritation on the skin. So we have seen so many wonderful, great results of our vitamin C on clients with acne and breakout concerns and hyperpigmentation, where you see differences. Like for me, instance, is that I have an oily, acne-prone skin. I've been on the vitamin C serum for 11 years, and I can tell huge differences if I stop as far as the vitamin C daily, as far as like with my skin. So it definitely helps to control as far as breakouts and pigmentation, also diminish the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. And we have this for you definitely in a 12% and a 20% for you to try, but also for your clients as well. If you're not unsure of anything, who needs a vitamin C serum? Any vitamin C, everyone. It's great for men, women, people of all ages to see differences in that skin. And so, as I mentioned earlier, we have our vitamin C serum, which is one of our top sellers. And not only does it have 3 different forms of vitamin C in there, as well as the Stacy 50, our vitamin C serums are actually formulated with vegetable-derived glycerin for moisture, a really beautiful and unique ginseng and gynostema product as far as complex that helps with the brightening of the skin. And it's great because it has a gel consistency, because a lot of times vitamin C serums can be acidic, but this is great because it helps to counterbalance with the botanical oils and the vitamin E of not stripping the skin and drying the skin out. And we have those wonderful C serums, like as I mentioned, that are our top sellers for men, women of all ages. Who needs a vitamin C? And especially our vitamin C, everyone. Can't go wrong with that one. Another great active ingredients that we have are peptides. And so we won't go into too much technical detail about what peptides are, because I know a lot of you on here are familiar with them. But just to recap, peptides are chains of amino acids that work as messengers in the skin and also in the intercellular communication. So it really depends on the type of peptide and how you want it to communicate with the skin. And so with EmerginC, we've done such beautiful work with our production team of having different types of peptides depending on what we want to achieve in that product. And so we have neurotransmitting peptides that include like our arginine, which is like the Botox mimicker, that is like the no needle approach to relaxing the line, as well as myoxinol, which is also a neurotransmitting to help with relaxing the line. We also have antioxidant peptides such as our Ameliox, as well as Colivin PF, that actually work to prevent excess glycation and just damage of the skin cell. It's really great that we have those in formulation as well, with the other antioxidants that we have in our products. We also have collagen stimulating as far as peptides go, and those include Matrixyl 3000 and CTC. So all of those, like in our anti-aging serums, you see these different types of peptides that work on different things as far as with an aging concern of a skin. But not only do we have the peptides, it's really great to talk about other ingredients that actually help peptides perform. And so with EmerginC, it's really unique because, as I mentioned earlier, everyone can have these active ingredients and just like the peptides and stem cells, but it's like, what are the other things that you have going on in that ingredient, in that formulation, that's really going to help my client as far as the aging, sun damage, or dryness or dehydration? So as you can see on your screen, we have other amazing active ingredients in our products that help peptides perform even better. And so we have hyaluronic acid, as well as Unisteron Y50 and Skin Tightener ST and Peptide. Those are actually plant-derived active ingredients, cosmeceutical ingredients that we have that help to firm the skin, help to boost that collagen, help to diminish the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. I also talked about astaxanthin, which is a powerful antioxidant. Kombucha, which I'm sure some of you, either you brew your own or have had a kombucha drink before, is really beautiful as far as an antioxidants to help with sun damage, as well as bamboo silica extract. We have vitamins A, C, and E, and niacinamide. So all of these are really great as far as really great ingredients to incorporate in an anti-aging skincare routine. One final thing with Matrixyl 3000, with being a collagen stimulating peptide, we love it because we have it in a couple of our intensive age fighting products. But one thing that's unique with Matrixyl 3000, if you aren't aware, is that it's actually one of the most clinically studied peptides on the market. If you Google it in a Google search, there's so many different things as far as with Matrixyl 3000. And the reason why, this is one of those peptides where we know and we've seen and proven that it actually works. So as you can see on your screen, from day 0 to 56, a clinical trial of Matrixyl 3000 applied to the orbital bone region, and you see just huge differences as it being like a slow and gradual like collagen injector in a sense to help reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles on the skin. So we're happy that we have Matrixyl 3000 in our intensive age fighting category with some of our amazing anti-aging products to cover and really address collagen and helping to firm the skin. Another great one too, just to highlight too, that's unique with us, that's found in that Swift Lift Peptide Firming Serum, is the CTC, and that is a smoothing and firming peptide, again, that helps with diminishing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles and boosting the collagen. And with our CTC that's found in the Swift Lift Peptide, it actually is enhanced and works and performs better with hyaluronic acid that's actually found in that Swift Lift Peptide Firming Serum as well. So if you get our kit, you try our kit, you get your clients in the kit, they'll definitely see differences with that Swift Lift Peptide Firming Serum, because you see huge differences as far as the overall hydration and also aging concerns. As I mentioned earlier, again, the Swift Lift is one of the peptides that's in there, which is the CTC and the Matrixyl 3000, all great to help blend and work together. All of them smell amazing as far as our products and helps to leave the skin extra soft and hydrated. One of the key things too to note is chronocycline, which we talked about earlier in the Earth Cream. And so chronocycline is really unique because as estheticians in the industry and just with skincare enthusiasts, we've always told people, you know what, try to stay out the sun or mimic your outdoor because of the potential of UV rays and sun damage on the skin. But on the other hand, sun is a really great producer of vitamin D, which we need as far as help with metabolizing skin cell function and helping with cellular growth and just healing and just nourishing. So one of the great things that we love with an active ingredient that we use in our moisturizer, chronocycline actually tricks and mimics the skin that's actually been out in the sun to help with synthesizing and producing vitamin D, particularly vitamin D3, that helps with healing and nourishing, helps to strengthen the skin. It helps to help with strengthening that barrier function, as well as it helps with diminishing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. So it's really great because it's really nice as a circadian kind of ingredient that actually works how the skin would actually nicely produce and synthesize vitamin D if it was out in the sun. And as we mentioned, you can find chronocycline in our Earth Cream that's found in that package. With our Earth Cream, I personally can't live without it. I've been using it for 11 years. The product speaks for themselves. It is really great as a lightweight anti-aging moisturizer with vitamin D that helps reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, but it's a perfect one for sensitive to oily and combination skin. If you want something that's super ultra nourishing to the skin, doesn't leave the skin too greasy or a heavy feel, but you definitely can benefit from getting that vitamin D on the skin. A couple of things to note with our botanical oils. We use a lot of botanical oils as well in our skincare routine that are derived from the stem, the leaves, the seed of the flower or the plant, just depending on formulation and what we want to do with our product. And with EmerginC, our botanicals are mostly virgin and cold pressed oils, which have like the highest concentration of natural ingredients and just the value of the material in formulation for people to see differences in the skin. So as you can go on your screen, I'm not going to read all of them to you, but some things to highlight with our hemp seed oil and marula oil. They're super potent as far as active ingredients, antioxidants, but also helps to soothe, nourish, and moisturize the skin. We also have plant stem cell technology. I'm sure most of you are familiar with plant stem cell technology. And again, with our plant stem cells, they are derived from the stem of the leaves and they help with repair and protection of damaged skin cells that may have had oxidative stress from free radical damage. And so with EmerginC, the type of plant stem cells that we use include apple stem cells. We have grape stem cells, which are beautiful. We actually derive our grape stem cell from agave grape native to France. We also have orchid stem cells that are unique as well in our cold pressed line of our raw pharmaceuticals, which actually is unique as an orchid Japanese flower that has beautiful antioxidant properties, but also helps to diminish the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. And so with not only our plant stem cells, just to go back to that, we also have additional plant extracts as well in our products. And so plant extracts, a lot of times with plants, they are so underrated, but if you're a naturalist or herbalist or someone who loves things derived from nature, plants actually have the highest concentration of resources that we need to really address our skin. And they are so rich in vitamins, antioxidants, moisturizing properties, things derived from nature. And what we like to do with EmerginC is we like to take people back home to nature. And so as you can see with the beautiful ingredients that we have in our plant extracts, they work and cover all different gamuts of skincare concerns. So that's why so many people love EmerginC, because we have something for everyone, depending on what the skin actually needs and the type of extracts as far as plants that are going to be most beneficial to their skin. Another key unique things that we love are active ingredients in our organic range. The organic range is definitely for that hip hipster culture who knows about ingredients. If you're cold pressing your drinks and you're going fermented with foods and stuff, you definitely would love the trends with our scientific organics, which we started. And we're one of the first as far as having these cool and like unique ingredients. If you love food and you're a foodie like myself, you love and get excited about the organic range as well as our raw pharmaceuticals, because these are things that a lot of us are probably eating when it comes to our salads and our daily intake. Kombucha is unique with our organic range because it's found in pretty much all of the face and body to really help heal and nourish and improve the skin tone and radiance of the skin. Kombucha has beautiful amino acids and probiotics. Even if you drink it, it's really great for internal health. It also helps to alkaline the body. Body alkalinity is so important when it comes to healthy skin on the outside. And so it's a really great ingredient that we have topically that you see differences as far as radiance and just that overall dewy, fresh glow to your clients, and just if you're using it as well. Spirulina, I use spirulina personally every day in my green juice. It's a really great powder. We derive ours from a blue-green algae source. Again, spirulina definitely helps to alkaline as far as the body as well internally. And it has really great minerals and proteins and different things. As I mentioned earlier, we have our grape stem cells and collagen PF, which is a really unique rice-derived peptide. We also incorporate that in our organics so people can see differences in their skin and also with their client's skin. Other great unique things that we have are an ingredient called aquoxyl, which is a vegetable derived. It's not a hyaluronic acid, but it definitely acts as a hyaluronic acid, helping to restore the skin's natural moisture balance. Astaxanthin, which I've keep coming up with and talking about over and over as well. If you're not incorporating foods with astaxanthin, highly recommend that. Also topically as well, it's really great as an antioxidant that helps with diminishing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, helping with age spots and puffiness. And clinically, astaxanthin has been shown to be over 500 times stronger than vitamin E, as well as stronger than coenzyme Q10 and vitamin C against that fight against free radical damage. Another great ingredients we have are aquacel, which is derived with some watermelon rind extracts. Watermelon is a high water content fruit, and so we use that ingredient in our eye care as well as Derm SRC as well to help with strengthening the skin, helping to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and improving collagen and elasticity. One of the final ingredients that we definitely want to highlight, which is really nice and unique, is our Solibrian. And so with Solibrian, it's really nice because it's actually found in one of our moisturizers. I currently have on blue light glasses. And so what this active ingredient does, it actually helps to protect the skin against blue light damage. So on your screen, you see a clinical data of UVA and UVB and HEV, which is called a high energy visible light. And HEV, it actually goes deeper in our skin cells in the dermal layer farther than UVA and UVB, sun, and restructures and damages, has the potential of increasing the damage of our collagen fibers and our dermal fibers. So with this ingredient that we have it in our moisturizer, and it actually helps to protect the skin along with hemp seed oils and extracts that we have in that moisturizer against that type of rays of light. It's a ray of light that we have that's distributed and emitted with our digital devices, fluorescent lights, different types of lights. And so who needs it? Everyone. There's studies that say that over 60% of people spend about 6 hours or more on type of digital device. And so this is really important for people because we've had testimonials from people who say that their husband has been on a computer all day as far as a techie, doesn't really go out in the sun, but they notice a difference as far as how much he's aged. And so that goes to show you that being on different computer screens and different technical devices definitely is emitting this rays. We definitely need to protect our face and our eyes. So Celebrian is actually found in our wonderful moisturizer called Glow Guard in the organic range. That's lightweight for all skin types. It doesn't leave a greasy or heavy feel to the skin, and it definitely goes in and helps to restore the skin's natural moisture balance as well. And all of the ingredients I just talked about can be found in the organic range in the Face and Body collection. And again, these are amazing ingredients that we use to help with formulation for all skin types and skincare concerns. We love the organic range because it is more streamlined. We have like one cleanser, one toner, but the line is really great because it covers and addresses all skin types, skincare concerns. We even have a lot of accounts that use this for the Teen Clean facial. So if you want to introduce a teen clean facial or green facial, this is definitely going to be a go-to where you see differences in the skin.
Kimberly, thank you. You are amazing. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Like I said, I'm very privileged and honored to be able to join you and talk about EmerginC. Again, as an esthetician, it's by far one of the greatest brands that I've worked with and seen differences in my skin, but also with my client's skin. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sheri Thomas. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
All right. Bye.